What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Financial Fitness. I'm your host, Jared Myers, brought to you by the Old Fashioned Health Network. Congratulations, 2019 graduates. Many of you just walked across the stage, received your diploma, and now you're ready to get on to your financial independent life. Well, let me give you a few tips before you get started. I got about 5 things I want to talk to you guys about today that really I think are important as you begin your independence and self-freedom, graduating and walking away from school thinking everything is going to be set up. So one of the things I really recommend for everyone to do is, if you haven't done so already, open a bank account on your own. You've probably been with your parents so long, they've been managing your money, telling you what to do with it, and that's been great. Now it's time to test out your theory and your budget for what works for you. You can go in, talk with the personal banker, a financial advisor, things like that, and ask questions. A lot of people are going to ask you to start an account with about $50 to $100 with it. Be prepared for that. You may have gotten some of that money in graduation, or it's something you may have been saving as well before graduation. And if you've saved before graduation, you're well on your way. Next, we want to talk about wardrobe. We can no longer go to work in our sweatpants and t-shirts and gym shoes. I know the comfort of it is amazing because I used to do it myself, and I graduated 5 years ago, and it seems so long, but it hasn't been. But yes, we must talk about our wardrobe. Men, we must go from a collared button down to slacks and dress shoes. Women, you have to prepare for dresses, blazers, things like that. Those skirts as well. Those are options that are gonna begin to kind of tank into your budget, but don't worry, we have options. Go to your Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls for your discounted newer items, but also don't be afraid of the thrift store. You can find a lot of things between setting a budget for $100 to $300 on your wardrobe. It's gonna make all the difference as you get ready to get every necessary item from head to toe and get ready for your first day at work. Next, we want to talk about an apartment or home. Many of us may be moving to a different city, state, you name it, we're possibly doing it. And we may have to get an apartment. Some of us may be getting a home. Be financially prepared for the things that you're going to need. For a new apartment and a new home, you're going to have to get furniture, you're going to have to get kitchenware, you're going to have to get bedding, sheets, things like that. That budget is going to be a little bit higher. Be ready to be prepared to spend closer to $500, maybe even $1,000 if you're not getting help already, or you don't have any funds already saved up in graduation. That's going to be your biggest expense if you're moving out. However, if you're staying at home, save those expenses. I recommend setting up an emergency fund, about $1,000 immediately. That way you can cover about 3 months worth of expenses. Moving on down the list, maintain your social media. I can't tell you on the countless interviews I went on where I had people literally bring up my Facebook page, bring up my Twitter account. I didn't have Instagram at the time, but literally read some things that I had on there. Fortunately, nothing was bad. I didn't have any old pictures, but you will want to maintain and update that because you want to leave that life behind you. Yes, we had fun in college, we had fun with our friends, we had great memories, but it's time to begin that financial independence, and it's time to begin a new path towards your journey. One of the things that I can tell you again is to delegate what you think is appropriate. Work on creating a headshot for yourself and really making yourself be the professional that you really are. Finally, wrapping up, we want to talk about budgeting for our student loan. Usually after graduation, most of us will graduate with student loans. And if you don't graduate with student loans, congratulations to you. You are well on your way and miles ahead of a lot of us that have to be ready to get ready for our student payments. 6 months down the road, the student loan will probably start hitting you up, whether Sallie Mae, Fed Loan, they'll start calling you, hey, it's time to pay. Great, they have options, they have repayment plans, and they have deferment. You need to figure out at the time your salary, how it will inflect, how much you're going to be able to spend if you're able to afford it. Knowing also that if you do defer, you are accruing interest every month on that loan. Make sure you create a budget and a plan and stick with that for that student loan because you don't want it to creep up on you. Also, if you have multiple student loans under the same lender, consolidate them. It'll only make it better for you because you go to one interest payment, no more than 5%. that can put you miles ahead, because you'll no longer have to worry about making multiple payments to the same company and not really seeing a big hit on your student loan go down. Guys, congratulations 2019 graduates. You well deserve this. You're very, very, very much on your way, and I can't continue to say congratulations and look forward to you guys getting started. Your financial independence begins now. Thanks so much for tuning in to Financial Fitness on the Old Fashioned Health Network. See you guys next time.